Okay, we're live. Hi, guys. Starting screen. There we go.
It's starting soon, buddy.
There we go. We're live.
What's up, everyone?
How you guys doing?
No, you all probably missed me last week, you know? Your favorite host over here?
No. They all know the favorite host is over this way.
Well,
oh, that guy again. Let's get rid of that background.
what the hell did you do there?
I fed the fish. Look at all the fish. Look at them eating. We'll just go to 2.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, I know everyone's probably dying to wait and hear the update, so you want to start with
The Tracy update, and the word tonight is going to be tank. We're going to be talking about tanks a lot, so tank is the word tonight. Now, let's get straight on to the Tracy update. How many people we got here, though? There's only 40-some people here. So you want to wait a couple seconds?
It's your show, buddy.
You remember that, too.
Still waiting for my phone to get up and going. There we go.
All right. We got a few mods in here. Thank you guys for showing up and helping. We got quite a few friends in here. All right. We can go ahead with the Tracy update, and I'll just start slow. How about that? Tracy's doing real good now. She's finally, oh my God, for the last week of her coming home from the hospital, and or 2 weeks or whatever, I don't know. I can't remember this stuff. The weeks go by and everything blends together. I can't remember this stuff. Whenever she came from the hospital, was it 2 weeks ago? Did you know anything like that?
Well, right before I went to Hawaii. So
2 weeks.
Yeah,
okay. She came home from the hospital and she had a bed sore on her heel of her foot, a pressure wound. And we've been dealing with that and keeping her foot never touching the bed. And I've made different little contraptions out of foam and covered them with duct tape and then padding. And I used Velcro and I strapped that on her to where her heel never touches the bed whatsoever. And then we got her new AFO, so that's helped out a lot. And it's healing up. It went from, around the whole heel. Let me get out here. Around the whole heel, now it's down to about the size of a quarter. And it's hard. So it is the skin drying up and it is healing from the inside out. So we don't have to worry that the skin underneath is necrotic or dead like her wound on her back was when she came home. The moral of the story is she goes to hospitals, gets bed sores. We have to heal them up. I mean, it's just simple caring. I don't understand how these hospitals cannot care enough to simply just reposition your patient. A nurse's aide can do that. Actually, the person visiting, the person next to you can come over here and reposition you. I mean, they don't take a genius. The nursing aide is getting paid for that. I don't understand. So anyways, let's not get into that. We're healing her up. She's doing good. But she had, she had been gaining weight ever since, they've had her on this nutrition. It's 4 times a day, 250 milliliters. So that's 1,000 milliliters of nutrition and 1,000 milliliters of water. 4 feedings a day. Well, she kept on growing and growing and growing. And now she's up to 116. It turned to 117 when she got to the hospital. So she's 117 pounds. Now, that don't sound like a lot, and it don't sound like anybody's fat by no means at that point. But for 35 years, Tracy's been between 99 and 101. That's been her normal weight. So taking that into consideration, she's, 16 pounds overweight. Well, the thing is, you got to look at, if we keep doing the same thing, we're going to keep getting the same results. And she's going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? So I've been taking every other day, I've been withholding the 4th feeding. And she's been maintaining the weight and not losing, but not gaining. So we set her up for a thing for nutrition because they need to look at her. They need to assess her, this height, this size, this, her background, everything. And the doctors are going, because the doctors need to prescribe what she has to take because the nurses here cannot condone my method of withholding the fourth food feeding. And they have to basically tell on me to the doctor. Otherwise, they can lose their nursing license. So I don't care. I'm going to withhold the fourth one every other day because she's maintaining her weight. She's not getting no heavier, and she's not getting no lighter. It's working for me, and, we'll see how that works. But no, the nurses had a big thing. Okay, I get it. We'll follow the procedure. Let's go ahead and make her a appointment with the nutritionist. Oh my God, what a waste of time. We waited 3 months for this nutritionist. Finally, we can get her in there, and she's telling me that, oh no, Tracy needs to be 125 for her height and her size. I told her, you're out your mind. I've known her for 35 years. She's never been more than 101 unless she was pregnant. And then she only got to like 135. You know what I'm saying? She's a tiny girl. She shops in the little girl department. You're out your mind. You don't know what you're talking about. And she was like, well, how tall is she? I'm like, she's 5 foot and nothing. And she goes, well, in here in the their hospital records says she's 5'7". I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, the last time she was in here, she weighed 125. She needs to gain some more. I'm like, you're out your mind. You got somebody else's things in there. She's not 5'7". She's 5'0". And she go look up Tracy Price again. You're in the wrong Tracy Price, or you got someone entered the wrong stats in that. Look farther back in there. And she looked farther back and saw that the stats were, 99, 100 pounds. And, she was 5 foot. I'm like, see, somebody entered the wrong information into her record, and now you guys are going off of that. I brought the patient in. She's right here. Weigh her. Measure her. This is why you said you couldn't do a virtual visit. You wanted her in here. Here she is. Well, sir, we can't weigh her. We don't have no way of weighing her. Then why did you make me go through all this and bring her in? I'm like, what the heck is going on? What is wrong with you people? Do you know that we had to take Tracy, call it a transport company? It was 41 degrees outside. We had to bundle her up. We had to do all this. They had to come in with their boots on, full of snow, come through my house, go down the side of her bed, put her onto there, hook her up to air on their transport little thing, then take her in the ambulance, hook her up to all the stuff in there, and then take her to the place, and then leave. And another transport company brings her home. Call the transport company when you're done. Well, it took an hour and a half for the transport company to get there. This is a big hassle. And Tracy did not need to do any of this. If you can't even weigh her, come on, Cleveland Clinic. You can do better than this. I do better than this at home. I can weigh her at home. I can tell you what she weighs. So she agreed to now do nutrition once a month through a virtual visit. And I'm like, why didn't you just do that over the phone in the first place? I could have weighed her on the virtual visit for you and let you read the weight itself. Unbelievable. So we got Tracy back home. She's back comfortable. But since she's been home that whole 2 weeks from, what was that? She was in the hospital before. She had COVID. She was sick. Well, she's been really hard to keep the saturation above 94. She likes to vary around 90, 89, and then the alarms are going off. So unless we suction her out every half hour, she's going down. She's not coughing like she should. Like when you feel you're getting phlegmed up in your throat, you cough. That's what she's not feeling. And it had been, for the last 2 weeks, it had been really rough. Every night, all night long, I'm fighting this desaturation thing. And we want to keep her saturated to help her heal better. And it was just going crazy, oh my God, I'm up all night. I'm fighting. As soon as I go out there, I suction her out. I take care of it. I, reposition her. I put the sheets on her, touch her arms, touch her legs, see if her legs are too hot, her arms are too cold, arms are too hot, whatever. And then I'd bring the blanket up, or I'd take the blanket down a little, and I'd add a second blanket. You got to monitor her temperature like that. And then I'd no sooner get back to my bedroom, lay down, the alarms are going off. Oh, Tracy! I got to get back up, and I'm doing this all night. Oh, my God, it was so rough. 2 nights ago was her first really, my first really easy night. She slept through. She coughed. The nurse today said, oh, my God, it's such a relief, such a joy taking care of her. She's coughing it up. She's doing it all on her own. She's staying at like 97, 96 at all times. When we first suction her out, and now we're only suctioning her out once every hour and a half, and we suction her out. She goes straight to 100. So we've had her on only down to 2 to 2.5 milliliters of air, or at nighttime, I've got her up on 5. Yesterday and then last night and then today has been a dream. She's back to the normal Tracy before she got sick and had to go to the hospital. She's doing so much better. The look of contentment on her face, and she's dealing with us. She did not like us touching her. She did not want to be bothered. We're trying to do the range of motion, her arms and all that, and she was not having it. We'd pull her arm up, she'd pull it back. She wanted to just lay there and be left alone. So now we worked her out today, and she had no problem with it. And, it was all, she's back to being Tracy, finally, after this whole COVID thing. It's back to being easier to take care of her. And we also heard from the caseworker from the waiver department. She said, okay, here's the thing. We have Mara 40 hours a week, and then we have 48 hours that they've allowed us more for another nurse. We have not been able to fill that position with another nurse. It has to be an RN or an LPN. And we have not been able to find any of those ladies that have or want to work or that are available to work. So they put us on a list today of, in other words, it's an emergency list. We need a nurse for this. Heather, the caseworker, she's such a good lady. She put her on this updated list and said, this is a necessity. We need this right away. So if any nurses become available, they'll fill these hours first before they'll just randomly fill other things. So we got that going for us now. And Heather also said that, okay, because we haven't been able to fill it with a nurse, we were not able to use them 48 hours for a STNA or a nurse's aide. Because if we use it for a nurse's aide, then we obviously don't need a nurse in there. But I told Heather, I'm like, look, with an STNA, it's like a babysitter. She can't do the thing. She can't administer, medication. She can't suction her out. But I can sleep, and she can get me up when Tracy needs the stuff. And I can just come out and do it. Go back to sleep. A nurse's aide will help me. But if we pick the nurse's aide, we can never get a nurse. Well, the caseworker, Heather, got us past that. We're now allowed to hire a nurse's aide now, and then when a nurse becomes available, we can go ahead and switch them out, which was against their rules, I guess, or something like that. But Heather took care of it. It's all good. It's all doing good now. And now we're going to be filling these hours, which means I'll have a life back. In other words, 16 hours a day, 5 days a week. I'll only be working 8 hours a day, which is at night from midnight until 8 in the morning. And, that's the easiest time it is to take care of Tracy, because at that point she can stay 3 hours on each side and I reposition her. And then also I don't have to change her except for if she needs it. It's according. Like during the day, we feed her 4 times. We change her after every feeding about an hour later, hour and a half later. So, but at nighttime, we're not feeding her. She lasts all night. Sometimes I'd say 75%, maybe 60% of the time, all night long without needing a diaper change. Now, if it has to be done, then I do it. But if it don't have to be done and she's still dry, we let it go till the 7 in the morning. I change her, and then the nurse gets here at 8. See, here's the thing. Even the nurses do this to each other. They take care of Tracy, and then they're done for the next, shift. Like if the nurse leaves, Tracy don't need changed. You know what I'm saying? She takes care of all that. Here's Tracy, here's fresh. You start your shift. So I got to do that for the nurses too. So even if Tracy don't need changed, I change her at 7 o'clock anyway, and, reposition her on her back, because that's every morning I put her on her back, and that's how she eats her breakfast, 30-degree inclined and all that. And I set her up more, maybe like 40, 42 degrees. And she eats and she stays on that position for a couple hours. And at nighttime, though, without the food in her, she can lay down a little more, like 20, 25 degrees, and enjoy and sleep a little bit on each side. And I reposition her from, left side far, right side far. And then by morning, it's time to put her back on her back. And, we're getting this down as a schedule. It's pretty easy. So, and now that she's being so much easier to keep her saturation up, it's a blessing to us because it's making my life easier. It's making Mara's life easier. And now that I've had Mara back a few days, I'm starting to get, sleep. So I'm not cranky. So Josh's life is easier. Hoover's life is easier. Before they were like, hey, Rich, what? I'm sorry. But I was cranky. I was never getting no sleep. And now things are turning around and making it easier. So as far as progress on Tracy, she's more alert. Me and Mara both noticed when we walk around there, she's watching us with her eyes. And she, we're on one side. She'll turn her eyes over there and her head towards that a little bit, or she'll turn her head this way when we're over here. She wants to be part of the conversation. She is inquisitive. She is looking to, what are you guys doing over there? What are you talking about? So I like that. That's a nice improvement. Anything else that you've noticed or I've said that I'm not bringing up?
You haven't really told me nothing since I got home.
Okay. Well, I guess that would be it then. She's doing really good, and I'm happy with her progress. So that would be our Tracy update. Hope you guys liked it.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Lots of talking going on over here. Let me go back and see what's been said.
There's a lot of sidebars and talks about my luscious beard and.
Oh, no. I told him today he looking like Grizzly Adams. He needs a haircut and a beard cut. He's looking kind of wolfy over there.
That's all right. The camera's weird.
Christopher Fasciano says, I miss the old days of all-day chat here. I think that was the Adele days when she had us what was that other thing we had?
No, you're talking about because you posted the video early in the day.
What do you mean?
And everyone would get in the chat and start talking beforehand.
That was back in the Adele days. We had another thing, a server, and then everyone's talking. Now they're not hanging out beforehand. There's hardly any chat going on. I had to chat up all day. There was 3 chats.
That's Discord. You're thinking
Discord,
about.
Yes, we had a Discord channel, but because it was in her name, and when I fired her, she, deleted it.
Yeah, no, that's not what we're talking about. Back in the old day when you pull up the YouTube, there'd be people hours before. Hey, I'm here at 5 o'clock, waiting on you guys. I know it doesn't start for 12 hours, but I'm here.
Oh, gotcha.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, the thumbnail. Wolverine Hoosier says the thumbnail says live stream is scheduled to start at 6:30. Yeah, that's the same thumbnail from before we changed it. I've tried changing it a few times. It's through YouTube, and they're not updating it. I'm not able to put the new thumbnail on there. That's a starting screen type thing, and I've tried to change it to 6 o'clock, but the countdown timer is set for 6 o'clock. So if you click on notify me, it will notify you 10 minutes before 6 that it's starting at 6. I will get that that thumbnail changed eventually. We just got to the point where now when I put up the new thumbnails for this, it's posting it on Facebook. It used to post last week's thumbnail, and there was nothing I can do about it. I was so mad about that, and they finally got that figured out. So let me see here. What else we got to say here?
Not a whole lot. Just start jumping into hot conversation, discussion topic. People are asking about the trip. The trip was great. If you guys watched the video I posted, that pretty much sums it all up, minus a few videos that were not good footage that I decided not to put in there. So.
Well, also, he was in an area where he had no Wi-Fi. So it took him, 19 hours, you said, to upload that video?
Yeah.
So it wasn't fun. And he said he's not going to, post it hardly anymore. So, you guys seen, I put in a video every single day for 5 days straight. And then he put in a video, and then I put in more videos after that. I was working my tail off while he was gone. And now we're going back to every other day. That was too much for me.
Yeah, I had my videos pre-planned out. And they're supposed to be, I had the videos up for my days I was supposed to have them up. And
one of them got mixed in, and I put it a day early for him. So then I had to come in and put the next video up that his video was supposed to be out. So he had the same time between videos. He yelled at me, "Don't worry about it. He's the Grinch. Just Let me see what else we got here. Engagement. I don't know about any of that. Who's this?
Yeah,
That's you?
people are busting on you. Sitting there talking about last week, you were talking about us getting engaged and stuff.
Yeah, you said you and Brittany you were talking about doing that, and then you decided not to do that. You were talking about eloping. Don't act like I'm making this stuff up.
I know what I talked about on the stream.
He was talking about eloping and all that kind of stuff. There's no engagement yet.
Someone before that said, "Happy congratulations on the engagement," and I'm like, "Engagement?
You're not engaged.
Not engaged yet." And
his husband hasn't asked him yet.
They went on to tell on you how last week you were talking about went there to get engaged.
That's what you told me. I said we were talking about it. Don't let people, change a couple of words and mean something else. I'm not here doing this stuff. You were talking about eloping, and that's what I was talking about. They were talking about going there and getting engaged while they're there. I don't think they're going to, but, blah, blah, blah. Josh said no later. I speak the truth, son. Did you not say these words to me?
I would have eloped. Probably would have just came
He wouldn't have
back
told me
and
until he
said
came back. Right. He don't tell me nothing.
Don't know. There might be another.
This is why I had to go to his house and snoop through his baby room while he was gone to find out that I'm getting a grandson.
You won't know until we tell you.
He tried coming up with the excuse that, oh, Dad, I bought them 3 onesies in that color to throw you off.
He might
No,
have did.
son,
He might have did
no.
that. You never know. He might have did.
No.
Josh is pretty tricky.
Now we got Terry Time Otis and Bettis, $20. She said, "Congratulations on the baby." Well, thank you.
Thank you. She's such a sweetheart. She's always there commenting on other things. And I think she's a little sweet on Reaper.
Well, we're closing in on a name for the baby too.
You told me it was little Josh. Josh Jr.
Not gonna have can't do that to him.
You're not going to do that? That's what you said you wanted.
Well, things change.
Things change. You see, you heard it here when I heard it.
Okay. Brandon Smalley says, "Is there aggressors in the peacock bass tank?" Not really. There's one tank boss. It's the larger of the mono bass. He'll usually put everyone in their place, but that's about it. Nobody really has any problems in there.
Anna Watson says, what's a drinking word? It's going to be tank. T-A-N-K.
If you guys did not hear, you'll hear it on the video tomorrow, but there is a lot of tank Tetris that is...
we're going to be moving a bunch of stuff soon, yeah. He is correct.
I don't want to do any of it. It's all just grunt
Well,
work.
see, here's the thing. We want to get that 1,000-gallon in there. It's outside. We got a heater in it. We got, it's enclosed. We got blankets over it, shrink wrapped, and the heater's going. And it's 64 degrees inside that, but it's like 12 degrees outside. So he wants to get that tank in here. But to get it in here, we have to move the Dwight Howard tank. To move the Dwight Howard tank, we have to move the hot tub. Before we move the hot tub to move the Dwight Howard tank, we have to move the tanning bed out of the way. To move the tanning bed, we have to take the tanning bed, carry it downstairs, take the electrical out, run it through the wall, run it over there and hook it back up, and then set it where it's going to be down there permanently. Then we can move the hot tub. Then we can get a bunch of people here, move the Dwight Howard tank all the way around and put it where the tanning bed is. Then we can move the 1,000-gallon in and put it where the Dwight Howard tank goes. That's one tank. We have the 600 and then the 180, or I'm sorry, the 240 we're hooking up. We're setting up the saltwater tank. We've got the stand for it finally, and the 240 tank. The tank is a tan colored plastic around it. I have to paint that black because the stand is black. So I've got the stand inside, and we got to carry the tank in and do all that kind of stuff. That's tank number 3. Now to put the 600, have you figured out where you want that one?
It's going where the quarantine tank is. And it's not
Oh, that's right.
Not where I want it. It's
for now. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so to move the 600 in, we have to move the quarantine tank. The quarantine is the 550 oddball looking, like dog bone looking thing. Well, the big dog bone tank has to be moved out of the fish room and into the pool room, and we're going to have it sitting on the edge of the pool in the shallow end and hanging over the pool. So we have to build a steel stand for it. That has to be done first. So we have to build a what do you call that, powder coated steel stand to put in the water for this tank to overhang, and then we're going to run water from the pool up into this and overflow it back down to the pool. We don't have to add no filtration to it, nothing, just water running through it. And it'll be great. You know, the fish can hide under it, that kind of stuff. Then we get that out of there. Then we can move the 550 by the Bellagio now over next to the 550 that the baby stingrays are in. And those two tanks will be moved down a little bit, and we'll have a 3-foot walkway against the 3000 now. Because you don't see the full length of the 3000. It's got a tank up against the whole end of it. So we'll have a walkway there and then 2 matching tanks down the center. And then the 600 will go right next to the Bellagio's on the other side of the Abbott tank where the 550 was. Now, what's the next plan? Other tanks, anything else going in?
Just the dash tanks moved. 1,000 and 600.
Okay, so them are our plans to get done. But you know, to do one step, you have to do the other step. To do that step, you have to do this. It's going to be a busy summer. Oh, I had 2 probation officers show up here today. They want to give us more of their probationees to help out here. The first probation officer sends all of his probationees here, and you know they've worked out great and been good, and we've never had a bad one. And now he brought over his someone he's training, and she loves the place, and she loved the fact, you know, she goes, because I told her my story and why I don't like, you know, doing the what do you call it, what's that called? Community service. Because I had to do community service once, and I went to Goodwill. Well, Goodwill says, hey, it's 8:10. You can't show up at 8:10. You don't have to go home. You come back another day, and you have to work until 4 o'clock, or you can't work, you know? So I'm like, that's a pain in the butt. What if I'm taking half a day off from work and I can only work a half a day when you can't work it here, you know? And then I show up the next day and they're like, okay, you're on time, but you're not wearing blue slacks and a white polo shirt. I'm like, what? So then I leave and I go buy this stuff and come back and they're like, oh, yeah, it's 8:30. You can't start today. I'm like, are you serious? So this is all for me to do them community service. I work with the probation officers, and you know they're sending first-timer kids that you know get in there in little trouble, and it's a divergence program where they won't even get to charge if they do the community service. They can show up here for an hour, for 4 hours. They can show up every day. They can show up once a day. I have no rules on that. They want to show up. I'm working here anyway. Let's put them to work. Do you have to wear anything special? No. Wear what you got on. If it's too hot, take off your coat. If it's too cold, put your coat on. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't give them all that problems. And they have a good time, and they get to learn while they're here because I teach them everything as I'm doing this. You know, so this new probation officer, she loved it. So she wants to send all her kids here too. So we're going to have a little bit more help. On the maintaining part, we can't use the probation officer kids. You know, they're 15 to 18. We can't use them moving tanks, but we can use them for cleaning glass and, you know, feeding and, you know, let's clean up this area because we're going to be moving that tank in here, that kind of stuff. There's always work for somebody to do.
Chris Hoffman, $2, says, can see salty and peanut butter balls are here tonight.
They're not going to let that go.
Now, for another $2, he said, where's Droopy Balls? I don't know what kind of kinky shit y'all were talking about.
That was Reaper. He's the old guy. He got droopy balls.
Reaper for $2, he said, just funny. Put the tanks on Hoover's back. Hashtag Team Tracy.
Hoover's not as young as you guys think he is. On camera, he's doing work, but off camera, I'm giving him lidocaine patches. Here's some Anderson, here's some bear, you know. Everything, but I'm not giving him a back massage, but you know.
I just try to get it done.
And, you know, I'm trying to do all this work to clean this place up because you kind of walk in here right now and it looks like a...
Well, there's so many, you know, we got 8 tanks in the last month and a half, and they're, closing the place, and then all the stuff that came with them, and then the snowstorm. Oh, the snow, that big storm we had, it collapsed our side roof. That white tarp under the metal poles, they bent in the middle and broke, and it's down on everything. We can't get to none of this stuff. So, people keep saying, hey, do you have any tank? No. Well, I just saw you on your video. You got 3 tanks. I can't get to them. They're under the broken tarp on the side. We have to wait till the snow's cleared and gone. And, then we have to bring it in. I have to, when somebody donates to the OFR, I have to document everything so that I can tell the government exactly how much, we have, because even though we're not taking in too much cash, we're taking in, stuff, and it's worth something. So, I have to say, we got in this tank, this tank, this tank, this tank, with this here, and, this guy donated this filter system, and I have to put an approximate value to it. I don't mess with the government, so everything gets written down. So I can't give these tanks away or find homes for them or help people out until I get them cataloged in to our input system. With all that snow out there right now, it's terrible. So, people got to work with me. You can't just expect, hey, I saw it on the video. Yeah, I know you have them. Too bad. I don't actually have them yet. Yeah, they're on my property, but I didn't categorize them in. I didn't catalog them in. I didn't write it down. I didn't assess the value. I can't tell if that holds water or not. I've got people's words. Well, I've always gone by, you can't really believe believe nothing you hear and some of what you see until I have water in them and I can say, okay, this tank is good. It's worth this value. And I log it in. It's not actually ours yet. It's just sitting there. So next.
We got Brittany Ziblis, $5. She said, "Hi, Big Hoove. #tank."
How you doing there, Brittany?
Calm down there, big guy. She's got a man.
I didn't say nothing like
He
that.
heard you cook really good, Brittany. I showed him some of your dishes.
Last live stream, I was here. I actually went ahead and did what I said I was going to while we had
What's
our
that?
4-hour layover in the airport. We started working on the registry and whatnot. I just can't show you because it'll reveal the gender.
That's my son. Still hasn't told me what it is. I know it's a boy. He won't listen. He won't agree to me.
What if you're wrong? No comment?
I didn't even hear you. I'm
I
busy here.
said, what if you're wrong?
Never wrong. It's all right.
All right.
D-Ham says, Mara doesn't know any of her nursing friends from other jobs. No, we've tried everybody. And Mara's showed me 2 different lists that there's out there for nurses, and I've called hundreds of them. Either they're too far away or they already found work or whatever. None of them have. We had one lady show up here, and she said, oh, this will be great. This is pretty close to my house. And then she got another job through another company. So I'm just okay. We haven't been able to find anybody.
Xana Zero, $5 says, "Hey guys, I got those 2 turtles off of you."
How they doing?
I don't know which ones those are, but he said, "On the shell has been peeling for about 2 months now. What can I do to help it heal?" Tank.
On this situation, that has never happened to me, so I don't know. Google's your best friend. My turtle shell is peeling, and I'm sure many things come up talking about it. It sounds to me like, not enough moisture or
What I would do is dry dock the turtle, put iodine solution on.
okay, you know what
you're
dry
feeling.
docking is. You take them out of the water for so long and let them completely dry out so that the iodine you put on them will take effect and kill any bacteria on the sore. If there's a sore, take the skin and see, is it just a layer of clear skin or is there a sore under it? If it's a sore under there, you want to put iodine on it and dry dock it so that it can, take the medicine.
If it looks infected, then you're going to need to use betadine. So, yeah, we really can't help out with that unless we have pictures or whatnot.
Right.
We got Sue Ann for $5. She said, "Hoover, buddy, you are the bomb, but please blink. You are killing my OCD."
It says, Hoover is sleeping in the back.
I'm not sleeping.
Does Hoover ever blink?
I'm back here drinking.
I think Hoover is stuck. Hoover is hypnotized.
I'm back here drinking, just listening.
Oh my God.
And for all you guys telling we should just stop teasing and just tell you what it is, it's not me. It's, you know, respect for my girlfriend, and she wants to have a reveal and let everyone know at the same time. So, you know, sometimes you just got to respect that. But soon you guys will know.
I don't know.
Maybe tomorrow.
Josh, I already know.
Maybe next
I'll
week.
tell you later.
Anna Watson says, I want to be on Hoover's level. He just started drinking. Now, why don't you move forward a little bit? They can see your eyes that are.
No, I had actually a couple of drinks beforehand.
Oh, you have? You didn't tell me.
I didn't tell you. I just got in the liquor cabinet and got me something to drink.
You just got in the cabinet and got you
Got
something,
me something to drink.
You know, now I understand why some of them parents put locks on their liquor cabinet. I've never had to with my children, but Hoover, he's a different story. Hmm. Harry Banana says Hoover is proof we live in the Matrix. Wow, there's a lot of messages on here.
Yeah, you're way back up there.
I'm way back, yeah. Because it jumped on me and I had to scroll way up to get back to where I was. Sue Ann says, you need Discord. If you guys want it, I'll start a Discord, but you know, I don't have time to run it or something. I can designate somebody that wants to be there and, you know, talk to people and stuff.
It really did nothing for us. Honestly, it was just a bunch of people on there gabbing all day, and it was more stuff to take care of and run.
It was hyping the rescue and the live stream. They'd all jump from Discord over to here. Boom. We have 20 people. Now we've got 190, you know. They all just got on here. Lori Kish says, that's our moderator, our head mod. She goes, I got my notification at 6:03. See, YouTube is messed up. They're supposed to notify you 10 minutes beforehand. And Lori, just know that ever, you know, from now on, it's always going to be 6 o'clock.
Yeah, no,
Eastern time.
With live streams, they don't send the notifications out until after you go live. I've never gotten notification beforehand.
How about going live and then waiting 5 minutes or something, talking about we're getting ready to start? Okay.
Useless, I think. I mean, the more time you have on the stream, there's less interactions. You know, YouTube's going to ding you for it. So.
I watch the analytics, and it starts off slow and builds up like this, and then it stays about 600 all the way the whole rest of the show. So it's not dropping off. It's just building is the problem.
Yeah.
All right. Jacob O'Neill says, you guys are awesome. And my son Aiden talks about wanting to go back to OFR almost every day. Poor Aiden. No. Okay, let's see what else is on here. You guys got any good fishy questions?
Bar is asking about Bichers. His name is Bara Fisk.
I thought you said Mara. I've got the free Mara thing here. You can't read it. Oh no, free Mara.
So can you please talk about Bichers? I've been struggling while keeping them, perhaps because I've had aggressive feeders with them, such as flower horns, Oscars, and Salvini cichlids. Thoughts?
We keep our Bichers in the community tank of bigger fish. If there's anything small enough, the Bichers will swallow it. We don't feed live, so our Bichers are all like 1 foot and smaller. What's the biggest one in there? 18 inches?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the endocherry is 18 inches, and all the rest of them are around a foot. But the smallest other fish in there is probably that feste at 6 inches.
Yeah.
And he cannot get that one down his mouth because the feste is kind of tall. So as long as they're in a fish that they cannot eat They won't eat them. And, you know, we don't feed live. So everybody comes together and eats the shrimp out of the middle, you know, or the tilapia. And we don't have no problems with them. You know, I forget they're in there. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. Look at that. It plays here. He just eats and, you know, there's what, 6 of them in there? 5?
There's 5.
And they're just like, they come out when they want, they eat when they want, and I don't even know they're there half the time.
Yeah, but we normally don't have a problem with them feeding either. They're just there. They'll pretty much eat anything you throw in there. Meat, pellets.
Yeah, as long as it's hanging on the bottom. Sue Ann says, just wanted to say the gimbal video was great. I think once you get used to it, you will love it. Yes, I've gotten more used to it since. You know, it was new to me, and I'm old, and I don't like change. I will back with that. I'll go with that. Now I've got it to where the settings have stuck in now, and I can control it with my thumb while watching through it. And you know, it's getting easier. It's getting easier because I know you know, you got to get your muscle memory in shape, you know, to where you want to turn, you just turn, and it's just automatic motion. It's, you know, you don't have to think, okay, I push down on the button, the dang camera goes up. I had to switch that vertical to backwards. And now when I push up, the camera goes up. When I push down, the camera goes down. And I got it all working good, so it's a lot easier, so they'll be even better than the last videos on my next videos.
We got Mara Rice.
Mara's here. Hey, free Mara. There she is.
Now throw it on his shirt so you can see it.
Okay. There you go, Mara. Free Mara.
Hey, y'all, just want to let you know I'm listening and thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. Don't know what I'd do without Rich and my attorneys. So, yeah, I'm watching.
Basically, let me translate Mara language. Hey, stop talking about me. I'm watching. You gotta love her. I can't believe that she had to actually go to jail. I mean, the stories I can tell about, you know, I have a nurse taking care of her, Tracy, and, you know, we trust her. Oh, well, we just got her out of jail or tried getting her out of jail. It's just too funny. There's too many good jokes in that. Poor Mara. We love you, Mara.
Mike Stambo. He's actually the guy who got us the forklift. Said tomorrow,
hi, Mike.
He said tomorrow is the OCA fish auction in Strongsville. You care if people stop by?
No, we'll be here. You come on by. We'll never see if you guys donate. We never say no to you coming by. Like if you're coming in from out of town, let us know you're here, and we'll make provisions for you to come here. It's the tours. People are wanting to set up, you know, 10 tours a day, and I don't have the time in my life. I don't have full, you know, nurses back yet, and I did not reopen the tours yet. I mean, just today there were 3 different people dropping off fish that got tours. You know, it's, you know, so the secret is you donating tanks, you donating supplies, you donating fish, you picking up fish. You get to see the place while you're here. But yeah, stop on by, bud. Text us, let us know you're coming. All right.
Yeah, you've now come to the first super chat of the night.
I'm trying to talk and come up with this. All right, so we want to pass by this. How many have you done so far?
I'm down to the bottom. I'm caught up.
You can't be.
We're that slow.
Raheem says, congratulations on the baby boy, Josh.
Congratulations on the baby. Thank you.
The baby boy. Mr. Jinx says, any update on the Rays going back? It's going to be pretty soon, sooner or later. You know, they got their new building, so they have to
start setting tanks up. They're still in California, busting down the shop over at
Kevin's. I thought once they got the new shop, that's all they'd be working on.
They just started breaking down tanks at Kevin's to drive them across the country to New York. Rod still has his place up in Florida as well. I think it's not going to be until like July.
Oh my God, Reaper's here. Reaper made a thing with Hoover last night. He wanted to go to New York. So I looked up the guy from New York. He's got a pet store and pick up some fish. Reaper made these plans. I wasn't planning on it. You know, we just got back and doing this rescue, and I wanted to take a day or so. You know, Reaper wanted to do it today. And then me and Hoover, we get up. We're all playing. We're ready. We got the van, you know, go out there through all this snow, and we got it charging. And, you know, it's everything's going good, and we're getting it ready, and Reaper never calls. Reaper never shows up. By I think it was 12, I started, you know, texting him and nothing. Didn't answer me. At 3 o'clock, I sent him a big text and he never answered me. Still hasn't called me, but he shows up on the live stream. I don't know what your game is, Reaper, but let me know, brother.
I don't know. Even Mara said something about that. She says, "Where's Reaper
Mara
at?"
was
Yeah, where's Reaper at? I said, "I don't know where he's at."
Mara says she's got something to say to you, Reaper, but she's going to do it on camera.
Oh man.
If you didn't make the plans with me, I could have slept from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock like my normal thing. Country Air says, Big Rich, you need to place a sign on the Indo-Tarpon for Reaper. So he knows it's an Indo-Tarpon. I've told him that a couple times. We got the Atlantic Tarpon, we got the Indo-Tarpon. And then he's, you know, on the video asking, I don't know what this fish is, but he's funny. Yeah. All right. Have you done this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Done them all. I don't miss them.
All right.
What's the plan to get the rays out when the time comes?
Well, we'll go in there and we will corral them. We'll walk down the deep end, any tall people, and we'll just shimmy our feet and they will all move over to the shallow end where we will scoop them with nets and put them in their bags and their boxes and, you know, get them ready and put them in the truck. It ain't going to be that hard. Wait, that's a good idea. Are you going to name the baby boy Rich?
No.
He says no. He's got two brothers named Rich and a dad named Rich. He's like, no more. No more. That's funny.
My middle name's Rich.
Your middle name's Rich, yep.
Oh, Scott.
Oh my God.
Skyland Box says it's gonna be twins.
Oh no. Bucky Dowdowner says, don't do that. I don't know what she's referring to, but I know what she's meaning here. You don't want felons running around your house, huh, Mara? It was a misdemeanor.
He was talking about the community's service. You didn't like people.
Oh no, that's all kids with their, you know, they're you know, they get caught, you know, stealing from the store or keying somebody's car. It's probation. It's light stuff. It's nothing big.
Saying you didn't like doing community service because of that reason, and she said that you don't want felons running around your house that are coming.
No, there's none of them felons, and even I would take felons too, as long as it ain't a violent crime or, you know, I don't want thieves in here. It's obviously.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to go back and read them comments and know what they're talking about. You gotta read them in real time.
I was doing my Tracy update when a lot of this went by, you know. Hey, Mike. This is Mike Strambaugh, the guy that gave us the what's it called?
Forklift.
The forklift. That thing sat outside in the winter, covered in snow, and when we needed to start it, it turned over for like 4 or 5 times, so we had to put it on the charger. Once we got it to where it would start, nothing would move. We had to sit there and pour hot water on the shafts and the key switch, because the key wouldn't go in and turn. But I tell you what, after about 20 minutes of messing with it with hot water, that thing started right up and drove through the snow and unloaded that 1,000-gallon tank. Saved our butts that day. That thing it's a beast. For this little tiny cute little forklift, it's a beast. Thank you very much for donating that to us. That was awesome.
Dion Warner says, do you think you'll have baby stingrays before they go back? There's
a lot of them that are pregnant.
I mean, it's possible, but more than likely they'll come and get them before that happens, and they might have more miscarriages and transport again, and it'll take them a more long while to get back to want to breed again, and they might not be breeding for 6 months.
Yeah, because
Hard
they
to
didn't
say.
breed right at first for us. It wasn't until they got comfortable and mellowed in. And now, man, they're messing up the females. We need to separate some.
Oh. You said shaft.
What are you talking about?
Someone just commented. He said shaft when you were talking about the forklift.
I did say what's it called? What are the things called? Pistons?
Cylinders.
Cylinders, thank you. Helen English says, Jen has been a real asset to the rescue. She's certainly not afraid. Oh no, she's a good girl. She dives right in and does anything. And I gotta stop her. I'm like, Jen, before you do that, you need to know, do this, do that, be careful of this, watch for that. And she's jumping. I'm like, no, calm down. she's not fearing of nothing.
James says, has Josh got the tank off the trailer yet? It's his house? No, it's still on the trailer because it's coming back here.
Right. In fact, I had to go rent a trailer for Reaper and Hoover's rescue yesterday or day before. Was it day before?
It was yesterday. It was actually yesterday.
It was yesterday, yeah. Reaper's video today was from yesterday, and I had to rent that. That's a U-Haul trailer on there. It was $38 for the day, though, which ain't much.
And actually, the girl over there at the U-Haul place is supposed to get in touch with you too.
For what?
She likes fish, and she's got a koi pond at her house and some other stuff. And she was talking about it, and I told her about the rescue place, and I told her look us up on YouTube, and she's gonna look you guys up.
Okay.
Oh, all right, guys. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. I know I've probably missed
We've
some.
got years of experience here. Use it. Ask away. We'll try and help.
Got us for another hour and 8 minutes.
Oh, I reached the bottom. All right. I'm not behind no more.
What up already?
Is Mara still here? Or can we talk about her yet? Now, I don't know if she'll reply because she'll be like, no, I don't want to reply. So you think I'm not there and they'll start talking about me. No, we love Mara.
What's your take on tubifax worms? They're worms, they're food. They're great for small puffers and smaller fish that eat bugs and stuff. Like the dolphin absolutely loves them. And we feed them to the pea puffer. That's about it.
Sharon Wolf says, would you mind please go over Tracy's status again? I got here late. Sharon, just wait till the live stream is over with, and then you can start it from the beginning and watch it after the fact. I certainly can't talk about it twice and, bore 300 people of the same info I've already told them, so I'm sorry about that. But, there's nothing more I'd rather do than talk about Tracy. I love talking about Tracy. But, once this is done, you can go back and start it from the beginning and watch it, and you'll get all the update.
Okay.
I leave it on weekly. People are like, I couldn't make it Friday, so I missed your live stream. How can you miss it? It's still on there. You can watch it afterwards. You can watch it Saturday. You can watch it Sunday. You can watch it Monday. You can watch it Tuesday. It's a fun time. Hoover, you're gonna have to move. I gotta go in there. That's her alarm. Oh, you got it? Okay.
There's a couch there.
Ouch. Watch your language, son. That was her saturation. You can turn the machine from 2.5 up to 4 for now. Do that. I turned her on her side, so she's going to be desatting a little bit. She does better on her back. Okay, let me see here.
So I walk away and the stream just goes
Let's stop it.
zero dark 30 over here. What's up? All right, there was a question here I had. Mara Rice said, yes, I'm here. Try talking about me. Stay at home a while.
She's threatened not showing up tomorrow if I talk about her. You gotta love her. Austin Goldtrick says, I love that you keep them. Let's talk about the Friday night videos up, Big Rich, because sometimes I work Friday, but find time during the weekend to watch them. That's awesome. Everybody should. I mean, it's a good time. I have a great time hanging out with you guys.
Brandon Yu said, how's the Goliath daggerfish doing? They're doing good.
They're doing great. The one up
got a
top.
nip dive from the other one, but that's all he healed.
Remember, we
back
told
up
you
now.
guys we had to separate them because they were, picking on each other. So it's healing up. It's doing good, and they're both doing great.
They eat worms.
They eat worms. Oh, I bought a bunch of night crawlers from Walmart, and the day I buy them, Josh comes over to feed them at night, and he's like, "What's up with the worms?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "They're all like lame and dead," and I'm like, "What? I just bought them today." So Walmart sold us dead night crawlers.
Yeah, it looked like they've been festering in that tub for like 2 weeks in the sun.
Oh my God. That just gave me a visual I did not need to see.
How about the smell of it, Vision?
Oh man, that would be kind of.
Did they smell?
Smelling.
Terrible. That's what I asked you. I'm like, did the fridge smell when you
No,
opened it?
I opened up the top and they looked great, and I put them in my cart, 2 of them. So only one of them had to be bad. Because I saw the ones up top, they were alive. I didn't look in the second one, I should have. Like when you buy eggs. You get home and there's, 7 cracked eggs, that's your fault. You didn't check them first, So I didn't check in there, and it's my fault. See, Anna Watson says, Anna Watson, Josh can't get a word in. What the heck are you talking about? He talks and talks and talks. I don't understand that, why people keep saying I cut him off, and that's kind of getting me angry, too. Harry Banana says, hey, Mara, you got yourself a new boyfriend yet? Wink, 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 hint, hint. She's a cute little thing, ain't she? She needs a boyfriend. Somebody that'll treat her good, and she needs somebody. I don't know. She's a good girl. She needs somebody good in her life.
Tracy Olson says, can you tell my daughter Phoebe happy birthday? She loves y'all and is watching.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Phoebe, happy birthday. Thank you for watching. That reminds me, I've got some things on here I've got to bring up on my screenshots, and they're back a ways, where I said somebody I would do their daughter's thing. So let me look here. Oh.
Jim Sheasley, $5. He said, Josh,
Hey, Jim, how you doing, buddy?
you were right. Texas cichlids can be jerks. I'm telling you. Now, if you ever need to bring them back, know you always can.
I don't mean to ignore you guys. Josh is going to handle for a second. I'm going to try and find these things here.
Bruce is asking if the Frontosa are breeding. He needs some babies. They are not.
I'm sorry, Josh. They're Zaire Frontosas, and I don't think anybody's gotten them to breed. Regular Burundi Frontosas breed. We have Zaire, and they have not bred yet. A lot of people ask us. A lot of people want the babies. We have not, got around to getting them to do that yet. Okay, we've got Charlie asking first. 5-year-old daughter. Her name is Naya Lily. This is the girl I was supposed to do last week, and I could not remember. I'm like, it's Lily something. So Naya Lily, we're giving you a shout out because your dad cares about you, loves you, and wanted us to do this for you. So she stayed up to watch for the first time with me last week, and she absolutely loved it. You all are doing great. Well, thank you for watching, Naya. Yeah, and that's a unique and an awesome name, Naya Lily. I have not heard that before. That's really pretty. I like that. So yeah, no problem, Charlie. We gave your daughter the shout out. Hope you're watching, Naya. Let me go. There's more on here.
Bill Smith says, where will the sturgeon end up at? It's going to be in the koi pond.
Well, you guys got to understand, the sturgeon is in with the goldfish tank above the water, and it's off of our system because the air in the pool room is cold air. We have that fan blowing out whenever the moisture level gets high, so it sucks air in from outside. It's about 50 degrees at all times in the pool room during the winter. The water is 85, so we cannot put the sturgeon down into the pool because a sturgeon is not a warm water creature. It's a cold water. It's up with the guys. And now, you know, with the goldfish, that's probably what, in its 60s at all times?
Mm-hmm.
So come summertime, we can put him in the pond out back and, you know, he'll winter over. That's his environment. That's what he needs. All right, let me look for the rest of these.
Camantha Norland says, Josh, have you and Brittany registered anywhere for the baby yet? And will you be sharing that if we'd like to buy the baby something?
Aw, that's a sweet remark.
We do have a registry made, and I'm not asking nobody for nothing, but if you would like it shared, I can do that. It's no problem.
What's the registry called?
We have one through Amazon, and then
What's the name of it? Give me the info.
Can't tell you yet.
Why?
It reveals the gender.
Then why are you telling them? You could let them do it.
I said I will post it for them like when we're ready.
Okay, I got you.
And there's another one.
Did you ever? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I got to get to this before you go on to that. Did you ever do the Atlanta sub ride that Almighty Great One suggested?
No.
Why not?
My girlfriend's pregnant.
And that made a difference.
Yeah, you can't go in a submarine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So Almighty Great One, thank you for that suggestion. That was a great suggestion. I'd love to do what you offered there, but
can't go diving either.
Couldn't do diving?
No.
Really?
They put
Okay.
pressure on her, and it's not good for the baby.
Okay.
We did everything that we possibly could.
All that matters is you had fun. All right, so I caught up on that. I did my duties. I remember them all this time because I took screenshots, and I have a directory of screenshots that I go through, and that's how I remember because I can't remember nothing. You know, as Mara says, I got CRS, can't remember shit.
Anna Watson says you register for babies before the birth in the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you usually have your registry made, and it's supposed to be for the actual shower, and you know all the friends and girlfriends can go and buy gifts.
Well, that way they're not buying stuff you put suggestions on your registry, and if they buy anything off of it,
mm-hmm.
I mean, if you say you need 3 and 3 are gone, it comes off the registry, and then nobody else buys it. So nobody buys multiple duplicate gifts. Right. I mean, it's a helpful thing. It really is.
We got Jason Schmidt, $20. He said, appreciate you, Rich, taking your advice currently heating up the tank for ick. What temp do you think is good to raise to for African cichlids?
87, 88 for 10 days. What that does is it speeds up the life cycle of the ick. Ick is usually 7 to 10 days. At 87 degrees, it's about 4 to 5 days. Now, you can't really kill the ick parasite because it's on the fish and it's in the slime layer and it's protected. So basically, as soon as that fish or that parasite that's on there reaches its 7 to 10 day cycle quicker because it's warm, 4 to 5 day cycle, and releases 1 million spores, the 1 million spores die instantly because it's too hot. And then the parasite that just released the spores falls off the fish and dies. And that's it. End of your cycle, period. That's what the malachite blue does. It or was it blue, malachite green, and something blue?
Promethylene blue.
There you go. So anyways, that's what that does, is it kills the babies once they're released as spores. That's what's in the water, but that, turns your silicone blue, and it takes longer, and, turn your water up to 86 to 87 degrees, and in 10 days, because it's only 5 to 7 days that will kill everything, but in 10 days, you can guarantee everything's dead. So that's we're doing that right now, because we put that puffer in our community tank, and it started going after our what are they? Not tinfoils, tricolor sharks, ballast sharks. It went after our ballast sharks and ate their fins, and now they all got ick. And Josh come back from Hawaii, and he's like, "Why is the fish room down to 70 degrees?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I guess the heater controller fell off of the pool, and I remember this happening. It hit the plant down below, and I saw it. I'm like, "Why is that in the plant?" And I picked it up, put it back on the pool. Well, I guess the lever moved over to 70 instead of 83. So the whole fish room has gone down to 70 degrees, and now we put a puffer in there that is eating the ballast shark's fins. So under the stress, of course, all kinds of diseases get released, and now that whole Bellagio tank's got ick. So we have to maintain now 87 or higher on every single tank we got. So we turned up the pool, we turned up the heater to 90 in the fish room, and it's going to be for 10 days. It's going to be hot out there, but it's the only way to save our fish. So
Brittany Ziblis says, "Was Diesel so excited to see you and Brittany when you got home?" We pulled in the parking lot to pick him up from Willstar.
Willstar kept him, yeah.
And the second we pulled in the parking lot, he started jumping in the window, trying to jump out of the car and barking at me.
He knew your car. So I can just imagine Willstar holding him. He's a little something. You can't control that dog. He's something. Bucky Dowdowner says, "I'm sorry, buddy. You go ahead. You go first."
You go ahead.
Huh?
You go ahead.
Okay, Bucky Dowdowner says, "Hoover back there looking like he just came from the Super Bowl halftime show." Go ahead, buddy.
OBG Foster says, "Will you be able to see the sturgeon after she's in the pond?" Of course.
Yes, it's very light colored, and it's always moving, and the pond is clear now. It ain't like when we first built it. And if Greg Woodstock and his crew ever come back out here, they're going to do some work to it and tweak the pond out even better. But right now it's clear. So it's always clear, and we'll be able to see him. My worry is he going to get enough food? Because I throw floating pellets out there for the koi. I'm going to have to throw massive or sinking pellets because they're high protein for the sturgeon,
Yeah.
McGruber 357 says, "Is there a way nurses can volunteer their time to help you and Tracy out?" Well, absolutely. Not a problem. Any nurse can volunteer any of their time, but we have 48 hours open to pay a nurse. Now, I've got one lady. She's willing. She says she's willing to come out here if I give her free board and no rent, free room and board. She will help take care of Tracy and blah, blah, blah. She's in between jobs and this and that, and she would love to come do that. I told her absolutely. She can have one of the rooms back here. I've got 3 bedrooms open. None of my kids live here. And I've got nurses coming. And so I still have the 48 hours open. I could either pay her or pay another nurse or STNA to work so we have even more hours because she's volunteering her time for free rent. So... but she's up in Minnesota, and I told her I'd pay for her plane ticket to come down here and check things out. She wrote me today saying she's got a friend, another nurse, so she'd like to drive down, and she sent bus ticket, for the both of them. I was like, well, let me look up bus tickets and see, and blah blah blah. So fares are pretty cheap, 60, 70 bucks a person. So we'll see what the bus fare is. I haven't looked at it yet. I'll get to that tomorrow. All right, Jim's leaving. He sent $5, says, "Got to go lay down a bit. Hope to see you tomorrow." Jim, oh, that's right. Jim's coming tomorrow. Forgot about that. I hope to see you, buddy. You lay down, you relax, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll have us a good time. See, people don't realize, the people that ask for the tours don't realize how much I actually have people here. It's all day long thing. You know,
It is.
Hoover's here. He's like, and now I'm getting tours and people wanting tours and more tours and more tours. And then I'm getting people getting mad at me because I'm like, I'm not doing tours right now. And they're like, you know, yelling at me like they deserve to have a tour. Well, this ain't an open public place. And we just had this big thing on Facebook about people treating me like that. And, you know, a lot of my followers jumped on people and I had to delete the bad out. So you don't really see why this whole argument is on Facebook about, you know, these people shouldn't treat you like that, and then all that you do and this and that, because I deleted the original, you know, post about it. So it's gotten crazy. It's gotten way out of hand.
All right. You have to bear with me now. I think this might be the greatest comment of the night.
Is it that one? Is it that
you
one?
gotta look at Hoover.
Yes.
He's a damn garden gnome.
It looks like a garden gnome. Dude, hold your hand up like you're holding a lighter, a lantern. There you go. You look like a garden gnome, son.
All right,
I was going to say that in that comment.
Great.
He looks more like them drunken garden gnomes you can buy off a Wish. They're laying on their side with their alcohol spill.
Did you see that one up there?
Tim Child says, Hoover, you need to dress up like Bigfoot and hide in Will Star's garden. Oh my God. Hey, you guys make fun, but I'm telling you, Will Star's doing really good with that Bigfoot stuff. He's making double what we're bringing in here, and he's got 20,000 followers, not 100 and some. He's making good money, and they're offering him all kinds of extras. Like, he got offered like $1,500 to do a 30-second little video. He got offered $5,000 to do this. I'm like, dude, take them offers. Oh my goodness. McGruber 357 says, when I did travel nursing, I worked up in the university hospitals in Cleveland. Great time, great assignment. Keep up the awesome work in the fish world and home world. Well, you know, we've got Mara talking about doing this traveling nursing thing because it pays like double of what, you know, they normally make at regular pay. I keep telling her, you don't want to do that. We love you here. Your family, you know, stay here. You've always got a job. Your job security, Mara.
Next, Wire says, always on Fishy Friday, I drink strong beers from the Netherlands and Belgium.
Nice.
Our special beers, 8 to 12%, also a thing in the U.S. Of course.
Yes. His favorite beer is something called Combat Wombat. Who's that? Who makes that?
That's a sour by Rogue.
By who?
By Rogue.
R-O-U-G-E?
R-O-G-U-E.
Okay, R-O-G-U-E. And it's a sour beer.
That's an 8% sour. You can, you know, find a bunch of the breweries and whatnot. They'll limit you on how many.
But there is
buy.
12% beers and stuff.
Yeah, but they're going to limit you on how many you're allowed to buy.
His favorite beer is that Combat Wombat. It only comes out here once a year for about a month. And in that time, we all have to buy it for him to prove our love. Yeah, Airtime says Will Star is killing it on YouTube. Yes, per subscriber, he is tearing us up. He's making almost double the money we make. And we've got 140,000 subscribers. He's only got, I think it's 27 now is today's thing. He's making so much money and doing so well, but now he's trying to tell me what to do and how I should. He tells me I should put out one video a week, that people will want it more and watch more. And I'm like, we've done this before and our numbers went way down. We tried before. We're keeping this up because it's a soap opera and people watch us. You know, there's not going to make people watch more intently or more people watch if we only put out one video a week. And I tried telling them we tried this before and it did not work. I'm not going to try it again. I cannot lower our money down. We're just now getting to where we're covering the cost of the rescue, and it's making my life easier. And we're getting a couple bucks extra. Well, I use the money to throw back into the rescue and buy things I wouldn't have bought before. I deemed unnecessary, like backgrounds and special lighting. I'll spend the money now because we're getting it, you know. But you know, we're at about, I think it's 2.6 thousand a month, and the rescue costs 3,200 without special medicines. Medicine's always extra. So I mean, we're getting to where it's not coming out of my pocket no more. But Will Star, he's making like $9 grand a month, you know, and he's only got 20-some thousand people. He's doing awesome.
Right there.
Mara
Yeah.
Rice says,
There you
Rich, I'm
go.
going to leave unless they up that pay to over $100 an hour. They're close, but up to $100 an hour, I'd still keep Tracy and you. Y'all are, aw, that scared me. That scared the daylights out
No,
of me.
she ain't going nowhere. Mara's a good girl.
She gets like, you know, I think it's $30 an hour or something. But that traveling nurse pay is like $86 an hour and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, she's got us, and you know, she's family to us.
Yeah.
And then she's got her own family, you know. She scares me when she starts talking about that travel pay, though. I don't like it. Love you, Mara.
Terry Time Otis and Bettis, $20. She said, please don't put less videos out. I have to watch every day. Thanks.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to put less videos out. You know, I would like to advertise and get more people to like us because we do a good service. We do a good thing. And we're like a soap opera that there's no lies. There's no stories. There's no bull. This is hard, serious truth. You watch what we do daily. I mean, you're involved. You're part of the family if you watch, you know.
Well, it's actually awesome.
Bucky Doe Downer says, boo, Will Star. We need daily OFR.
Fishing with Dano asked how are the two Venustas getting along?
They are actually doing really well. There's a third one in there. Did you know that? One of the little ones we put in there turned out to be a Venusus, and he is showing his colors now. There's 3 Venusus in there.
Haven't seen them.
I'll show you when we get done with the live stream.
Okay.
Eric Lulano says, I like to watch you guys. You are the best soap opera. Chuck Raw, the drinking word is tank. It skipped on me again. Did you get this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back up to the boo Will Star. I just had to say that again.
People keep talking about the beers. My favorite beers are sours. So you know, there's a million of them out there, and I don't know why more manufacturers aren't getting hip to the whole sour train because they're tasty, they're easy to drink. Now, like I can't go back to. I used to drink nothing but IPAs all day, every day. Now I drink them and I think they're disgusting. And I've gotten so spoiled on sours and whatnot. So.
Eric Luciano says, especially the Spence when Reaper forgets to gas up the van. We were driving today, me and Hoover.
It's so funny in there.
We're getting close to E, right? We're still above E. And I'm like, Hoover, there's a gas station there, but it's Friday. They call me Reaper, and on Fridays, I don't change, lanes to go and stop at a gas station. So we're going to pass this one, and we're going to look for a gas station on the right side of the
You
road.
got to be on my side of the street.
He's over there laughing. He's like, that sounds like Reaper.
I remember one time he was on E and the light was on. He's like, man, I was like, man, you got to stop and get some gas, Reaper. And he's like, yeah, I know, I'm going to the next.
Oh, he
exit."
gets real technical with that. When the light goes on,
Yeah.
like here, I'll do my Reaper impression. Hey, Reap, the light's on. You should really think about getting some gas. Oh, no, when we hit E, we've got 27.9 miles to go before we run out. I know. Oh, that's so funny.
I wonder, is he going to show up tomorrow for the trip, man? Did anybody call
Which
him?
trip?
Did anybody call him and tell him we're going to New York tomorrow?
That was supposed to be today.
I know, but I'm saying since it was postponed, maybe he might come tomorrow.
It wasn't postponed. He didn't call. He didn't show up. He
Oh,
didn't
man.
nothing.
I'm ready to go do some more work.
Well, we've got 2 more days of coldness, and then we're going to have 3 days of 50-degree weather. We're going to clean the whole side of the house and fix, where the whole roof collapsed. We have that white canvas tent thing that used to be over our deck. We put it on the side. Well, so much snow got on there, and then it rained and made it heavy. It busted our rails, so the whole side is just it's damaged, and we got to take that whole thing down and get rid of it. We're going to have to build wood roof up there and do all this. So yeah, it's. But we've got 3 days of above 50 coming up soon. We need to clean up that whole side of the house and get everything stacked and get everything organized, and then bring it in and then put it on our list of what we've accepted and this and that and the value and all that. We got to get all that done.
I'm ready to do some heavy lifting, man.
Motorhead said, when's the mermaid thing happening?
This weekend we're supposed to be doing some videoing.
Sunday.
We're going to be doing videoing for the next probably 2 weeks to make this mermaid video great. We're not going to just do a video real quick and throw it out. We're going to go through it. We're going to add more. We're going to add more. We're going to edit. We're going to make this a once a year. This is a great video.
Well, you better get all my shots in one scene, because I ain't putting that suit on for 2 weeks straight.
You already had it on.
You got me.
We didn't even ask you to put it on, and you're on there. How you guys think this looks? You're all over there.
I had to make sure it fit.
Look at that one right there.
I can't see which one.
Right there. Sue Ann, right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Sue Ann says, I need to hang with Hoover. He's single. He's single, Sue Ann.
What's the most difficult fish to keep other than the Goliath tigerfish?
The Goliath tigerfish ain't hard to keep. The problem is we've only had success if we keep them by themselves. We see other people with 3 or 4 Goliath tigerfish, some armadas, a couple of Dorados, and
they're
then
Goliath in a community tank.
we did have our Goliath, our big Goliath in the 4400 forever. It did great, but we're trying with the babies now, the smaller ones, under a foot, and we're not having good luck. So, other fish that are problems, I would say discus. They were the most problematic fish we had. We never did good until we got this discus tank full of the plants. We had some and we got rid of them because, one would die, our favorite one would die or something, and we got mad and we just give the rest away or something. And we never did good with discus. And now this tank is actually doing pretty good. I would say they're the next hardest.
I don't know. I'd say Armada's up to 2 foot. It's hard to get them over to do foot.
Right.
If you do, you have a huge tank and something special.
So Ann says, I'd like to hang with Hoover. Right? We answered that whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, now she puts up, I need something to do when my man passes out.
Or just let me know. We can figure something out.
Oh my God.
Because I'm not passing out.
Tanya Doug says Mara needs to be on the line. She's actually here, but I asked her to be on the show tonight, and because she don't have a man right now,
But you missed one of the things up on the front. They said somebody said something about Mara single. What about Mara and Hoover? That was way up there though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hoover tries. But I can't give out Mara's preferences, okay?
Corey Swift says, enough talk about Josh and Rich. How you doing, Hoover?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
That was Corey.
I don't care. I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
you
not-
swing both ways?
No, I don't swing both ways. It's nothing about swinging both ways.
He says, forget Josh and
There's
Rich.
just, there's
How
just,
you do it?
no, there's just some people that like to shout out to me. You know, they know I work hard. The harder I work, the more I drink.
Dougie says, how is such an alpha male Chad like Hoover possibly single? What? I'm confused with that one.
I am too.
Okay.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Chris O says Josh's hair and beard. I love it.
We got Will Star, $10. He said, "What's up, brothers? Will Star in the house."
Uh-oh. Will Star's here?
Yeah.
Nice. What's up, Will Star? We just been bad talking. I mean, talking about you.
That was a good one there.
Mara Rice says, MCGTUBE 6340 or 57. Just message Rich for my phone number and call me. What? Mara's moving on to the internet. No, McGruber, somebody delete that message for the travel nurse thing.
They're having a sidebar about the traveling nurses.
Nope, I deleted it. It's gone. No traveling nurse.
Mara offered someone else a job, and she has someone that would do it.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should undelete that. No one's taking my Mara.
No, there's another one from Mara right there.
Fishing with Dano said Will Star should dress up in a Sasquatch costume and be in the background while you guys
We did
do the
that one.
mermaid shoot.
Oh, no, we didn't do that one.
No, we just had Will Star tied up.
We should invite Will Star over here, tie him to a tree, and then we can dress up in Bigfoot outfits and like go up there and like pull on his hair and stuff. Steal his camera. What's up, brother? Will Star. Oh my God. He's so funny. Mara Rice says, Mara wants no man. She's something else. I'm focused on staffing Tracy's case. I need no men in my life.
Airtime says, who's been the longest subscriber to OFR? I think it's me. I've been a sub since they had 2 videos on their channel.
I had 2 videos on my channel 10 years ago. Were you a sub then? Don't think so. The channel was there and it just had like.
Yeah, but all those went to private when you put it over to Ohio Fish Rescue.
Yeah, I put them to private because they were like, here's 10 years ago, now here's now, you know. So I let the 10 years ago go and just put the ones to now in the last 4 years. And that's where it starts 4 years ago. I don't really know anybody that's been here longer than 2 videos. Wow. Airtime's been, thank you, Airtime.
OVG Foster says the video needs to be a challenge like the biggest Pleco challenge. Challenge Aquascape and Rod to make a better mermaid video. I don't know if they do it, but it's possible.
Oh, so Mara's saying we want traveling nurses. Yeah, but Mara, every time you talk about that traveling nurse thing, it scares me because you're like, oh, I can make $89 an hour if I go on traveling. Like, oh, no, I can't compete with that. I can't argue with her. I can't tell her no. I can't. How am I supposed to compete with that? All I can say is we love you, Mara, and we don't want you to go nowhere. This is your home.
Max Wire says, aside from fish, you guys have any other hobbies? Mine are breeding birds and trading Pokemon cards.
Wow. We had many birds. I used to sell exotic animals. So we've had black panthers, 14-foot reticulated pythons, baby bears.
We also traded Pokemon cards?
I did a lot of trading Pokemon cards, but I was smarter than the average bear. What I did was, see, I can say this now, but back when the first editions were out, that's when I was doing it. I could go in there and go to the mall and buy a whole box of Pokemon cards. And then I would take that box and I would pull every one out and I'd weigh it on like a little gram scale. And the scale had to have tenths of a gram. Now, every card that was 1.4 grams was not a foil card. The foil cards came out, it was 1.8 grams. So I'd put the foil card aside, and then all the other ones were unopened, and I'd sell them on eBay as unopened packs. And then I had the foil cards, and I sold a lot. It was me and my boys. He was like 4 at the time, and we gathered up all of our Pokemon cards. Well, we still have them today. And it was a crazy little insight that I had, and no one knew about it. I actually sold it to somebody in the mall. The guy's like, there's no way of telling I'm like, yeah, I can tell you. I can guarantee you. I can tell you. In this box of unopened cards, I can give you unopened cards and tell you there's a foil inside. He's like, there's no way. I'm like, well, you give me this, this, this. I want 4 Charizards, and I want, this and that. And he gave me like $200 cash and all these cards. And then I think it was a chess set and some sort of game system he had there. And I showed him. And he was like, I cannot believe you know that. And boom, I got all that stuff. And that was part of me and the kids, trading our Pokemon cards.
If you want Pokemon cards, he's got some.
But no, I've got the original first edition, every card in there, except for I've already sold the Charizard and then 2 others that were like the most 3 expensive. I've got every card for the first edition set, never been touched, straight out of the pack and into a hard plastic container, and then it's been in a shelf sitting since. Never been opened, never been, it's just, they're amazing shape. And never been played, never been touched, never nothing. They just gone into that card, that box with all the hard plastic card savers. I was offered like $8,000 for them before, and then Joe Thiessen from Joe's Shrimp Shack was talking to me. He's got like Jake Paul and stuff that collects Pokemon cards, and he wanted to see my whole collection, and he hasn't come out here yet, but stuff like that. Sue Ann says Paul Cafaro's killing it with O. What's O?
Well, we got Rob's Ray TV. What's up, Rob's? $2. He said, love the bear and the short trimmed mullet, guys. And thanks, Rob's. Haven't seen you on here in like 2 years. It's been a while.
I'm not finding it.
Go up. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Now you're where I am.
Okay. Laura's like, we'll start. Wait till I see you again.
I think he's selective hearing right now. He's only hearing what he wants to read. Didn't he even know Rob just said what's up?
Rob said what's up? Hi, Rob. How you doing, buddy? I'm trying to pay attention and read this, and I tone my son out sometimes.
See, this is where I tell him everything he says. I don't.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
That's proof, right there.
You're a liar. He doesn't tell me nothing. That's funny.
People.
What's wrong with
Oh my God! Will Star says Mara can't handle.
everything.
Will Star says Mara can't handle some Will Star in her life. Oh my God!
Oh man, Mara's going to kill him.
Yeah. Bruce 61 kick says, "Damn, Mara, how you doing, sweetie?" I think Mara's going to be in the internet dating on our site. Oh my goodness. How funny.
Yeah, people are saying the drinking word should have been Mara.
All right, I'm now officially changing the drinking word to Mara. Actually, I'm changing it. You can say free Mara or Mara, but free Mara. Wait, that's backwards. Let's flip that around. Free Mara. See, it's backwards to us, but on the camera it looks right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody else in the United States that has a nurse helping them take care of their loved ones that has a sign that says "Free my nurse."
Have you guys considered raising worms to offset the cost of feed? Love the videos, guys. For our scale, you have to do it on such a massive scale, and it's just more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. So we do not, but for some, it does work.
What's that, Josh? I didn't hear anything you said.
See, selective hearing.
Stop it! I was reading. What did you say?
Talking about breeding worms. And
I thought about that.
And I just told you the sex of the baby.
You're a liar. You're a liar. I'd have been, huh?
Oh man. We got DLC Aquatics $20.
Oh,
You guys
thank you.
are amazing. Love your videos.
Well, thank you. You know, we just need to get the rest of the world to tune into our show to where we can start making some of the Will Star money out there. Because then, you know, if you take the stress off of my back where I don't have to pay nothing for the rescue, and, you know, I don't have no worries, the money's coming in, and then I can buy extra things for the fish, we can then start decorating each tank and making each one beautiful. Trust me, I'll have Tanner Serpa from Serpa Aquatics over here and have him do an aquascape on each and every tank. You know, I mean, if I had the extra money, I'd be doing stuff like that. And I just, you know, the problem is the money coming in is barely covering the bills and barely covering the you know, the meds and all that kind of stuff. So I deem it not important to do backgrounds, to do, you know, decorations.
Brandon Yu says, how does Hoover keep such a sexy figure like me? Hashtag Beat Bob.
I just eat and drink good.
Sorry, I just had to come in here and interrupt you for the one time.
I don't know, but on that note, I'm dry. I'll be back in a minute.
Mara Rice says, Josh, it's a boy. I just saw Brittany this week. She's carrying high. It's a boy. Now, this is my nurse. She knows what she's talking about.
Good neighbor fish guy says, I'm depressed. My comments go unnoticed. Guess I need to step up my donation game.
I haven't seen them. Where were they at?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, bud. I try and read them all, but there's a lot, so.
There's a lot. You try and read every single, you know, thing out there. I'm sorry if we haven't gotten to yours. You know, it's my bad. We're trying.
But yes, all super chats come in. They're big and bright. You can't miss them. So those always get read first.
Hey, Rich, I had to go off to help a friend, so I just came back on, and I'll rewatch later on from the start. But can I ask you, were you able to do the shout out for my little girl? Of course we did, Charlie. Of course we did. And it was Naya Lily. That was her name.
Mm-hmm.
I said how sweet I loved her name, how cute it is. And I mentioned her name like 6-7 times. We gave her the shout out. Of course we did, buddy. I remembered. Will Star's still here. Jennifer Melinda says, hey, Big Rich. Hi. How you doing?
Ken Cummings says Mara needs a tank.
I gave Mara a 75-gallon with decorations and a nice light and heater and filter and everything, stand, lids, the whole kit and caboodle for Christmas. She still has not taken it to her house. I've offered to take it there many times. She says, my tree is still up. I have no room at my house. When I put my tree away, you can bring the tank over. It's on Mara. This tank has been in my front dining room for 3 months since Christmas.
Mara says that, Josh, it's a boy. I just saw Brittany this week. She's
I already said that, yeah.
carrying, hi, it's a boy. What if you're wrong, Mara?
Mara's not wrong. How dare you say such a thing?
All right. All right.
Oh, wait. Good Neighbor Painting Fish Guy. That's our buddy Corey, ain't it? That's the Good Neighbor Painting Company. That's Corey that painted Tracy's bathroom and did the some of the drywall and fixed all the problems that them people left here. That's our buddy Corey.
Nice.
Nice. Where'd it go? There it goes. He says, good neighbor painting, laughing out loud. My YouTube is Fish Guy. I've been trying to get Lish to move up there with me to be your extra nurse. She says it's too cold. Oh, come on. You live an hour and a half away. How much colder is it? She had a blast when she was up here. You need to come up here, Corey. You are funny. You laugh. You make us laugh. I haven't heard from you in a couple of weeks, but you're funny. I want you to hang out here all the time.
Jennifer Melinda says, what can I put in my 5,500 gallon? I made it with my husband. I'm guessing a pond.
Nice. 5,500 gallon. That's very nice. You can have all kinds of things in there. Red tails, tiger shovel fish. You can have tiger shovel nose. You can have pacu. You can have ripsaw cats, Dorados, GATFs, Armadases, Indian shovel noses or Sparata Aors. You can have all kinds of good stuff in there.
Mara said, Josh, I'm not wrong. I had 3 girls and 1 boy. Guess we'll find out. Possibly tomorrow.
Oh, I hate how this jumps.
The Fahaka guy, $5. Says, hope your Friday is going well. How's the Fahaka doing in the community tank? Hashtag Fahaka love.
It didn't go well.
It's in solitary confinement.
We had to take him out because he didn't bother no other fish except for the ballast sharks. We have some 15-inch ballast sharks in there, and he nipped off the top of their top fins and their side arms and their tails. So they're all, cowering in the corners. We had to take the Fahaka out today. And he's in solitary confinement in a 30-gallon? Something like that. And now our community tank is Fahaka free and they can start relaxing a little bit.
Hey, Rich, I don't know about you, man. These are the best. You want some of these?
No.
Party mix.
This guy sits here and eats all this garbage and junk, and I'm trying to diet, and he's over here eating Twinkies and Ting Dongs and Kong Dongs and Ho Hos. And
how he keeps the
That's how I keep
gnome
my figure.
Got to keep the garden gnome figure.
We have to dress who we're up. Look like a garden gnome. Do a video on that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was thinking about when you guys did the mermaid videos, I can come out with spear, right? Throw spears at you.
No. On the mermaid, Ariel the Little Mermaid, if you watch that, they start a song called Under the Sea. And then there's a crab that comes out and sings. I want Hoover to dress up as the crab. And he comes out, he's clapping his Under the Sea. I want you to do that. And then we'll all come in and sing with you. You got to make it a whole, a play type thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. This jumps so much.
Yes, Airtime said, man, these puffers are mean as hell. It seems like the puffers at Eric's are all getting along and nice. And then
as soon as they come here, they turn into assholes.
Yeah.
I don't know how Eric does it.
Or he doesn't. He's just getting a good laugh out of us now.
Right. He just put him in that day and said, look, my fish are fine. OBG Foster says Hoover. His name is Hoover because he inhales food.
No, that's not why my
This
name's
is true.
Hoover.
This is true.
That's actually a good one, though, but that's not why my name's Hoover. My name's Hoover by birth, and, you know, the Hoover's been around for centuries.
His name is Robert Hoover.
We have dams named Hoover. We had all kind of stuff named Hoover around.
All right. Brittany Ziblis.
Hang on, no. Hang on. You're not there yet. You're skipping ahead. The Falcon guy, $5, said, I kind of expected that. Mine killed my corridors when he was 5 inches. Hopefully this covers a little medicine for the battle.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Now you can read that one.
Brittany Ziblis says $5. Says Big Hoove. Gnome calendar. Hoove is Sebastian Bigrich. I'm in. You ready for a calendar?
We
Can you
make one.
pose sexy?
We can
Show us one of your sexy poses. That's not sexy. that looked constipated.
How do you want me to pose, like this? Or with the wink?
Victor Albert, $5, says, never got an Australian lungfish. I got a gilled lungfish instead. The price was a bit more manageable.
Yeah,
I'd
some
say a lot
Australian
more manageable.
lungfish are super expensive. Well, they're on the CITES 1 list for endangered species. So we've got ours. He's microchipped. We have the paperwork for him, and we're allowed to have him. I love that. That came from Lone Star Aquatics. Donated that to us.
Hmm.
Can all the mermaids pose with the gnome? We will pose with the crab that's singing. Yes, we will.
All you need is to get some red body paint for Hoover. Throw some python hoses off his back. There's his legs. That one's funny. I can't read
Can't
it.
read it.
But we see it. It's funny.
We love you guys.
Oh, man.
Bill Smith says, I dig the accent. Where's Hoover from? He's from West 3rd and St. Clair. In the hood.
141st in St. Clair. Born and
I was
raised.
close.
Born
St.
and
Clair.
raised, went to Collinwood High School.
In the hood. In
In the
Cleveland.
hood, yeah.
Pup 314 says, how was the lasagna? Number 1 lasagna was awesome. Number 2 lasagna was awesome.
I don't know. I didn't get it on the number 2. I wasn't here.
You weren't here. You left with
I had to go on some doctor's appointments and stuff.
and he stayed up in Cleveland for like 6 days. And, you know, you got some of number 1, though.
I got some of number 1. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I
It was
really
good.
liked it. It was awesome.
And, you know, it was amazing. I haven't had lasagna in like 4 or 5 years since the last time I cooked it. And I haven't been cooking recently because my kids are growing up and, you know, they're doing their own thing. And I don't really cook that much no more. And when I do, it's something simple like a breakfast sandwich, you know, where you got the egg and the ham and the Mrs. Butterworth and some melted cheese and, you know, some biscuits.
He actually made that this morning.
I made that for you this morning, yeah.
This morning, yeah.
Or blueberry pancakes, something simple, you know. I haven't made lasagna in forever. And then for people to come in and just donate me 2 lasagnas in 1 week. Oh my God, I was living the life. I felt the love.
I wish I could have been here to get some of that second one, man. Oh, man. That's my favorite, lasagna and spaghetti, man.
Dougie says, when I went to America for the first time as a kid, my dad bought me Taco Bell and we had Twinkies for dessert. One of the best days of my life.
Aw, good memory, good memory.
I was about to say, you poor
You
man.
stop it. Eric Livaro says, is Hoover related to the vacuum family? And then Aaron Cazelli says, I think I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
There you go.
Hoover comes from a long line of Kirby's.
No, I got good jokes for that one.
That's a double entendre, because you know you got the vacuums with the Hoover, but Kirby's also the big fat pink guy.
Brooke Hawley says, "Sexy drunk gnome." Oh my goodness! Hey, wait, he went to America his first time and he got Taco Bell? How did you like that? I mean, Taco Bell is something great, but you got to have it in moderation and once every like 4 months because there's something actually known. It's called Taco Bell hell. It's after you eat too much Taco Bell.
You only eat Taco Bell when you're wasted and it's 4 a.m. and nothing else is
And
open.
then it doesn't matter if you're eting cat poop or Taco Bell. You think it tastes
It all
amazing.
tastes the
same. Oh my goodness. Over for president 2024.
Victor Albert for $1.50. He sent a little diamond emoji.
Nice. Tracy Olson said, Big Richie's tired. Not really. I just am not buzzed. I'm not drunk. I've still got my third drink sitting here, and this is my second one almost full. So I'm a little behind tonight. We've been working so much today. We had so much to do.
OBG Foster, he said, no, Josh, that's White Castle. White Castle is far below Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is definitely better than White Castle.
Sure is.
White Castle, you got to have once every 6 months. And it's amazing.
I've had White Castle one time in my entire life, and that was enough for me.
That was enough for you? You don't want it no more?
I bought a 50 case. And that was it. And me and Richie went home and smashed up the whole thing. Never wanted to eat it again.
You don't want no taco? No.
No, I'm good.
Really? Were they doubles?
They were all singles.
Should have got doubles with cheese, and they are amazing.
They were all disgusting. I'm cool.
He said they were all disgusting, but I ate every one of them.
We were drunk. It was the only thing to eat.
Did Mara show the ex who wore the pants? They're going to court over this, so let's not talk about that.
Can't read that one. Sue-Ann asked Josh where was the pic of Luke and Chompers taken. That was at his house.
At Luke's house.
Luke went and picked up the tortoise for us. He brought him over the next day.
So he tried fronting before he gave it to us. He stopped at his house and took pictures. Like, look at my tortoise. Yeah. And then he brought it to us. Yeah, OG Foster says, we can tell when Big Rich is tired, he gets cranky. Yeah. Jens Carlson says, what's in the drinks? This is vanilla vodka, 3 fingers, and then the rest is 1 packet of grape crush, and then fill it up with water. And
I don't know, mine's different.
What's yours?
I got some kind of blackberry brandy or something.
You got into the brandy?
Yeah.
I wish you'd have told me.
Oh, I got a little bit of that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Great, man.
No, blackberry brandy and grape is not a good combo, and you wasted the bottle is there for a certain occasion.
Oh,
You know, so you should have just had the vanilla vodka, which we have plenty of. But on them single bottles, them are there like the vanilla. What's the one thing? The peach.
Peach Crown Royal.
We have vanilla Crown Royal and peach Crown Royal. Them are there for special occasions. We don't have multitudes of bottles of those. So we don't want people drinking, half a bottle and blah 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 in themselves. This is for special occasions. Now the vanilla vodka is there's unlimited supply here. You can have all you want.
Oh. Eric is always says, "Oh, you're in trouble, Hoover. Rich, give him a spanking."
We're not going to do this for your pleasure, buddy.
That could be one of the pictures as the gnome pose. He's bent over with his pants down, little gnome hat, and you're just like,
There's nobody with their pants down,
We
bent
ain't
over
going
that
down
I'm
like
spanking.
that.
Laborio 7 says White Castle is murder burgers, the only bubble guts. Oh, I get
It
that.
does give you the bubble guts sometimes.
that's all fast food though. Majority of the time.
Fishing with Dano says, now I want
King.
sliders.
What you guys all need is to find yourself a good girl that cooks you home cooked meals, and you don't gotta eat, White Castle and Taco Bell.
Or send your women to live with Big Rich because I cook amazing. And then, you can come visit her every once in a while. I didn't just say that, did I? I did not say that. I will deny it. Sue Ann says Peach Crown is the shit.
So
Look at what Mara said.
Mara there?
Right here. She's up there. It says Hoover.
Over straight shots of blackberry brandy, chase them with water. You will never get sick. Okay. This is the same girl that says, Rich, you're really sick. Take some blackberry brandy and drink it.
you're supposed to take half a lemon with the blackberry.
That's what I did. Somebody brought me, Jim Sheasley brought me blackberry brandy and a bunch of lemons. And I'm in bed, sicker than can be, Tracy's in the hospital. I'm in there. I felt like dying. Couldn't make it to the bathroom. And I'm drinking this blackberry brandy and following it with the lemons. I was like, that's like good. Good old White Caskets, Bill Lynch, our buddy Bill.
So when do I stop calling you dad and start calling you grandpa?
As soon as you tell me the sex of the baby, you asswipe.
Okay, grandpa.
So what is it?
Can't tell you.
You can't call me grandpa until you tell me.
Well, you can't call me asswipe.
I sure can. I'm your daddy. I brought you into this world, boy. I'll take you out. Sue Ann says, I am a good girl that can cook, but I still want peach or any kind around. I've got peach and vanilla. Israel Pond says, Josh looks like Wolverine. I told you that earlier. Go.
Don't piss me off. Yeah, so what do you want to be called? You want to be called Papaw, Pop Pop?
We'll let that go for the babies, whatever they decide. That's fine.
I'm going to strategically implant this into their head.
I don't really care. It's my grandson, and you will leave him here at all times. So, fuck you. This is a family-oriented show.
I think you got to put a quarter in the swear jar.
I got to put $20 in that swear jar. I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. That was bad. That was bad.
You have to fix that dirty mouth when you have a grandkid rolling around.
What Tracy Olsen said. Can the rest of us start calling Big Rich Grandpa, please? As soon as he lets me know what gender it is, then yes. I don't care which gender it is. I just want to know.
Why though?
Because if it's a little girl, I am going to so fall head over heels in love and spoil this little girl like you would not believe. If it's a little boy, I'm going to fall so head over heels in love and take him fishing and four-wheeling and
all the good things.
yes. Oh my goodness. I've had 3 boys, and I'll tell you what, I knew it was a boy every time. And now he's having my son or my grandsons, and I know it's a boy. That's all there is to it. I'm going to take my grandson, you're going to leave him here with me, and I'm going to take him on the four-wheelers, and and we're going to have fun, and we're going to do things together, and then you don't even have to watch the kid. I'll take care of it. Just have the kid.
So how many are you having, Josh?
My 7-year-old grandson said he said a bad word, Grampy.
I am so sorry. Oh my God, there's a 7-year-old watching me. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. To the 7-year-old grandson, that's bad. Don't do what Big Rich did. That was bad. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Don't swear like me. I'm a bad man. Listen to your grandpa. He's going to tell you swearing's bad, okay? Bad! He got my nipple. I am so sorry. Listen to your grandpa. Swearing is bad, okay? I am so sorry. Please listen to your grandpa. Don't listen to me.
We got Brittany Ziblis for $5. Says, how about Big G-Pa or Big Papa?
Whatever, we get a lot of grandkids are like, oh, this, like Mara, she's called Gigi because that's what her granddaughter starts calling her. So Mara is Gigi. That doesn't make sense. What's Gigi? No, but in Mara's life, that's a status quo. I'm Gigi, Yeah. So I got Mara a Christmas ornament that says Gigi on it, and it hangs on her tree. And then, so you got to decide, let the kids decide. He might not be able to say grandpa. He may say G-Pa, and then it'll be that. Or Papa, whatever the kid comes up with. I'm not going to force the kid to call me anything. Whatever your son or daughter calls me is fine with me, I love you and I love your kids.
I'm going to have them go.
Actually, I love your kids more than I love you.
I'm going to have them go over to Grandpa's house to play with the baby powder and the glitter and all that stuff. Keep the mess at Grandpa's.
That's all right. I'm going to send them back home and give them
I could just see
cookies right before they leave.
I could just see Josh teaching them how to pour the glitter out everywhere, and you over here pulling your hair out. Man, stop, please.
Austin Ortiz says Gigi is a good name. Well, you know what? It's Gigi. But yeah, you got it close. It's really good. I like it.
All right, Lansky and Sons, $10. He says, love you guys. Enjoy your night.
Aw, thank you, Lansky and Sons.
Now, with that being said, we're past the 8 o'clock hour.
That's okay.
Well,
my granddaughter calls me Pappy. Aw.
I've got stuff to do, so I really can't stay.
Joshy.
What?
He's calling me out. What? We love you. We want you to hang around. Have fun.
Well,
would you guys like him to stay?
You've got tours and people coming tomorrow, and there's a bunch of shit that needs to be out there.
We got a bunch of things to do out there. Yes, this is true. Me and Hoover will handle it. It's okay. All right, guys. We're going to go. I loved hanging out with each and every one of you guys. Thank you for being part of my Friday night. It was fun. It was a great time. We learned a lot of stuff. Like Hoover's a gnome. We did not know this before. We learned Hoover's sexy. I did not know that. Brandon Hughes says, no. Tracy Olsen says, don't you have 2 drinks left? I've got 1 3/4. Yes, I do. All right. Oh, OBG Foster says, if he leaves now, we can talk about him.
I need Hoover's help.
What are you doing?
There's some stuff that I can't do myself. I need help with.
Oh, you're doing out back here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
I'll
you
go
can stay
ahead.
on if you want.
Let's close down. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We love hanging out every Friday night with you guys. It has been a blast. It has been a pleasure. And, thank you for hanging out with me. This has been every week. My Friday nights is my most fun time. So I got to get back to work. Take care of Tracy. Take care of the rescue. Until next Friday, we love you guys. And stay fishy,
my friends.
There you go. I love that. That's so awesome. God.
Put this chair back in here.
No, well, thank you.